Dear student, finally we are going to start the one database application. We are going to create database application, and we will perform the simple DML operation insert, update and delete using SQLite database. So I'm just writing here simple DB application. This program is basically a length program, so I will try to record into two parts to make the video size smaller. Normally in one program it will be too big the video size, then you will unable to download it. Okay, I'm just going to take here edit text control, mesh parent, wrap content, and I'm just going to give the name here ID, employee ID, edit text. Always try to give a proper name to your control. Android text, uh, Android hint enter ID. So let me just take here one more control, mesh parent wrap content, Android ID, first name, edit text. This control will be below employee ID and hint enter first name. This is the hint. Let's take here one more control, wrap content, mesh parent wrap content, Android ID, last name, edit text. This one will be below first name. Android hint will be last name, enter last name. One more control, mesh parent wrap content, Android ID, salary, edit text. Okay, this one will be below last name, hint enter salary, edit text. Finally two more controls, mesh parent wrap content, Android ID, address, edit text. This one will be below uh, salary. And finally the last control I'm just taking here for entering data, mesh parent wrap content, ID, department ID, edit text. You might be thinking why I'm not just taking here department name, because I want to keep it normalized. Database normalized database, that's why I'm just taking here the department ID, and I will take a separate table for the department where I will enter the department information. ID will be referenced here as a foreign key. In database concept, you have already studied about the normalization. Enter department ID. Finally, you can just see how it's look like. So this is the way it's look like. Just give the hint to this Android hint enter address, and let's do something more here. and right margin 10 dp from left, top, down and bottom. So we have department. Okay, department is coming at the top because we then might be set below property. It is below address. So it is right now look like this. So these are the few controls. Let's take here the 4 button horizontally arranged. So this is also possible. This is also possible. Right now we have the relative layout. So within the layout, within the one layout, I'm just taking here one more layout, linear layout, and match parent. Height will be wrap content. And right ID, it's up to you. Button, linear buttons, linear layout. It's up to you whether you want to give the name or not. And right, but you have to define the orientation. This time I need the horizontal. Okay, so what do you need? I need here the one button, wrap content, under right ID, save button, under right text will be safe. So let's copy, save, update, delete, search. So update, text will be update, this one will be delete, save no, sorry, this is save, update, delete, search. So we have right now the 4 different buttons, and this will be Android. Below this complete layout will be below department ID. Now we have here the 4 different buttons. Okay, after that I'm just taking here something to display my record whenever I will save, so I want to display here. So to do that, so let's take here one text view. I will combine all this string and will display in the text view the result. Match parent, wrap content. So give a name, ID, employee, data, text view. Now one of the problem here, you will just notice that one thing. Okay, look, this is the text view. Now I will just bring it here. But now if I will bring it here, you can just notice here, we can display here maximum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from here up to here. Let's say we can display 10 record or 15 record. So if it is more than 15 record, then the control will not display because that's a fixed size control. So what I just want there, if there is a more than one record, let's say there is 100 record, so there should be automatically a scroll bar should come. If it exceeds this limit, so scroll bar should come, and with the scroll bar I should move up and move down. So to do that, I'm just taking here the one control, that is called scroll view, which will be uh, match parent, and height will be match parent. This is scroll. Give a one name if you wanna give. The name is not compulsory, but anyhow, give a name. Data scroll view. This is the name, and put this control within scroll view, and the scroll view will be below button linear layout. So just see, so now this is button. Under the button linear layout you have the one scroll view. So within the scroll view you have the text view. If the number of rows will exceed this limit in the text view, so automatically the scroll view come automatically here. Okay, let's go back to the coding area, and okay, here edit text. First of all, I'm just taking here button, save btn equal to button, find view by id r dot id dot save button. Before this, I'm just taking here all the text view control. Employee ID edit text equal to edit text, find view by id r dot id dot employee id edit text. So let's copy and paste first name, last name, salary, address, department. So I'm just changing the name. First name edit text, last name edit text, salary edit text, address edit text, and department ID. Let's change this thing as well. First name, last name, salary, address, department ID. Okay, now let's copy and paste these things as well. This one will be update, delete, search, and this should also be changed. Update, delete, search. Okay, here I'm just taking right now the click event, say btn dot set on click listener equal to new. This is the click listener. Let's take the click listener update dot equal to new, the click listener of update, delete btn dot new, delete click listener of delete, and to search the record, I'm just taking here search btn dot set click listener equal to new, click listener of. So right now we have the click listener. So right now we will create alert dialog, like when someone click on the save button, so it should display okay, do you want to save this record? If the user will click on the yes, so then it should save. If no, then it should not save. So to do that, we have to create a custom dialog. To create a custom dialog, I'm just writing here alert dialog. alert dialog, and let's create your own dialog. So I'm going to create my own dialog, alert dialog dot uh, builder. Builder is basically a function builder. So this need the input parameter, which is your application context. You can even write down get application context or main application dot this and dot create. So it's mean that now you want to create your own dialog. The dialog box has the different properties. Uh, like I'm just writing here the few properties. Um, Number one, you have to define what will be the title for your dialog box. Number second, what message do you want to display? And number third, a positive and negative button. What are yes, no, okay, cancel, so something like that. And then finally, show your dialog. Show dialog. These are the four different stuff we have. So to do that, this will remain same for all the button. So that's why I'm just writing generally at the top. So I'm just writing here dialog dot set title. So title will be information. This is number one. Dialog dot set message. Set message. Do you want to save this record? So yes. So dialog dot then about the button. What button do you want to use? So I'm just writing here set button. Okay. Now alert dialog dot button positive. We have the positive and the negative button. So positive button will be yes. If someone click on the yes, so what to do? So click. So the click is like one we have the click event of save button. This is the click event of the save button. So when click on the yes, so that's a click event of the yes button. So within the alert dialog, so I'm just writing here on click listener. So we have already dialog interface on click listener. So you have to just press enter here. So now you have here this event. Okay. Now what message do you want to display? I want to display make text, get application context, record saved successfully. Okay. For how long do you want to display? So toast dot short dot show. Now similarly for negative, I'm just writing here dialog dot set button alert dialog dot negative button. This time negative button will be no and new click listener. Okay, now this time just copy and paste. You cancel cancelled operation or record not saved or something, whatever you want to display. Now just play your application and see how it's look like. So you can just see here right now we have here save. Okay, just click on the save where we have the code. Let me check. Yes, I think dialog one. Okay, done. Yes, the one thing we just forget, dialog dot show. We have to display the dialog. So just stop and play again and wait for a few seconds. Okay, do you want to save this record? Yes, so record saved successfully. Although it is not saved because right now we are not connected with the database. No, so you cancelled operation. So this way. Now similarly, what I will just do, because I need the same dialog box this for update, so I will copy and paste for update, but I will just change the message. Do you want to update this record? And for delete, I will just use here, okay, do you want to delete this record? Before deleting it, there should be a confirmation if yes. So then record deleted successfully. Here record updated successfully. So the video size is getting longer. I will stop the video here. In lecture number 9, lecture number 8, we will cover the remaining portions of database application, how we can save this information inside the SQLite database. So rest of the part, next lecture.